your interview about your experience in Great Britain. Here we are.
Okay. Who's gonna
What
start?
differences are between England and Catalonia?
Well, there are a lot of differences, right? For example, which kind of differences do you want to know? About ¿tienes which?
Differences. What differences do you mean? The food, the dress, the weather? What do you think? School.
School? Well, I haven't been to school in London because I was working there, right? I was working in a Decathlon. You know Decathlon? Decathlon?
Decathlon.
Decathlon. Right. So I was working there. I was selling stuff like mountaineering stuff, boots, trousers, shirts, jackets, everything like that, right? And rollerblades. You know rollerblades?
Sí, patines.
Well, I haven't been in school over there, but anyway, the schools are quite similar, you know. Maybe because in England, is a lot of people from everywhere. You can find people from Morocco, you can find people from India, you can find people from China. So all of the kids from these people, they are going to the school, and it's a lot of people from different countries in the same class, right? From the food, it's very different. You can, well, the special food from London is fish and chips. You know where it is, fish and chips?
Yes.
And beans and potatoes. You know beans? Beans?
Potatoes sí son patatas fritas.
The beans are like, how you say it in fabric? Molletes.
Vale.
Molletes, see? So they usually eat this kind of food. But they eat very badly, you know. They eat like a lot of sugar drinks, like Coca-Cola, this kind of, and they eat a lot of hamburgers. And most of the people are very fat because they don't eat properly. They don't eat a lot of salads as we do, you know, and that's it. And the dresses are quite kind of different. They dress very fashion, you know. Maybe when the dress that they dress this year there, it comes here maybe 2 or 3 years after. Well, I was calling once every 2 weeks. Or sometimes, you know, when you have well, maybe once a month, once every 2 weeks. It depends of if I was busy in my work or with my friends.
Like Catalan children?
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Maybe they were more quiet, maybe more calm.
I'm like, I understand if they like, you know, no, they looks like, okay. Yeah, no, you know, English people, English child are more nervous, more bad childs, you know, it's different. Different.
Are they more nervous than here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm very, you know, it's different. It's very different. Yeah. I prefer Catalan child
Oh.
much more.
Good.
The Olympic Games
In 2012,
12?
Say again.
did you see the Olympic Games?
No, I haven't. I'm sorry. No. I was doing a course in Barcelona. I was so busy. I couldn't.
How many years have you been living in England?
The first time in 1999, half a year. And the second time in 2004, 2005 was 1 year and a half. So 1 year and a half more, half a year was at least altogether 2 years.
You live in London?
Yeah, I was living in nearby London. Well, it was London, but was zone 2 because London is that big. You know, you can imagine 10 times more than Barcelona.
10 times more, imagine.
Bigger. It's so big. So they separate London like 4 zones, like zone 0, like the center of London, zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, zone 5, zone 6, right? It's so big. So I was living in zone 2, in Lewisham. It's cheaper
Yeah.
to live there.
You have fun.
Yeah, so much. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of friends. I went almost every day outside with them to have a nice time talking.
To this.
When you went to England,
The first time that I lived from Spain, I was 19 years and I went in Scotland, you know Glasgow?
Scotland, yes.
Scotland, Glasgow.
Scotland.
So I was living in a very small village, 9 miles from Glasgow. It was called Clarston. And I was au pair there. You know where it is, au pair?
No.
You take care about the kids, the small kids from the family. So I was living in a family, and they had 2 kids, 2 boys, and I was taking care about them. I was giving them the breakfast, I was taking them to the school, these kind of things. The second time, I was 23, 24 years old, and then I went to London.
Okay.
This kind of countries is a lot of people from everywhere, and you have friends from everywhere. I had friends, gypsy friends. I have friends, Morocco people. I have friends from China, from Japan, from Africa, Canada. You know, we were a very big family. Yeah, very nice friends. A bad experience. Well, when I was working in Romford, was outside London. The people, they speak very, very difficult accent, and for 1 year I couldn't understand them because they speak like. I was like, oh, I couldn't understand any word, anything. I was studying my secondary school. Bachelorate, when I was studying bachelorate, I didn't pass the exam from English. I was a very bad student. Very bad.
We can't believe that.
Yeah,
We can't believe it.
It was so difficult for me, the English material. It was very, very difficult. And then I promised to my teacher, if I passed the exam, very, like, you know, I just got 5 points. So I passed the exam very, very.
Narrow.
Yeah, and then I promised him that if I pass, I will go to study in England countries. So I've been there. I've been to London.
Were British schools big?
Well, I haven't been in a British school, right? I learned the English in the street, like working and with my friends, talking with my friends. I haven't been in a school, but the schools are very similar. The only difference, I think, it has to be like is a lot of people, a lot of students from everywhere. That's it. Any question more?
to speak in English.
Yeah, it was on the beginning, you know, because I didn't speak English at all when I went to London. A little bit, you know, but no, I was very, very bad. I wasn't good in English. So, on the beginning, you know, London is very difficult than Scotland. In Scotland, the people, if you don't speak English, they help you anyway. They want to be your friend, but in England, no. If you don't speak a very good English, they don't want to be your friend, and it's very difficult, you know. It's very difficult to have friends, it's very difficult. So that was the difficult part in London.
Which place do you like to most?
Which,
I
yes.
really like to go in. You know London Bridge? in a restaurant. So I had a really good fun there. I really love London Bridge. And another thing that I really love from London is the museums, you know. The museums are free. You don't have to pay to go in, you know. So it's a British museum. It's beautiful, beautiful. You have to go. A teacher?
Yeah, of course.
England.
Yeah, I really like to live in England, but I really like to live in Scotland more than England, you know, because the people is very friendly in Scotland. They are very, very nice people. They're Scottish accent than the English accent, and the people is more friendly.
Yeah.
And the you know the view from the mountains, everything is beautiful. And they have how you call, I can't remember the name. Seals, focus.
Yes, seals.
Yeah, they have near Edinburgh. You can find seals also.
Okay.
How did your
You can go in a bar or pub anyway, and you can see and listening deep music. You know, that's amazing. And you don't have to pay anything sometimes. Just you have to pay your drink and that's it. And I really love that. That's what I miss more. In Spain we don't have that much. You know, maybe in Barcelona, but no. Not that much.
What was your job?
My job? In the first time I was working in Decathlon, Canada Water Decathlon, and I was selling mountaineering stuff. But then I moved from Frankfurt and I went to work in a Canada Water. Canada Water, it is another Decathlon, right? So then I moved to work in Decathlon Canada Water, and that was in the mornings time. And in the afternoons and evenings, I was working in a restaurant because my English was very, very bad and I had to improve quick. So the best way to learn English very quick was working in a restaurant. So I had two jobs. And it's amazing. It's amazing to learn about the people, about the different cultures, countries.
Yeah. You understand?
Traditions do British people have?
Well, the young people, they are clubbing a lot, you know. They are going to the pubs a lot. I think it's not that good because it's not really, you know, it's not good. It's better to do sports than go clubbing every day, you know. And another thing that they used to go, you know, is in the parks. They have a very big parks in the city, like Hyde Park, Greenwich, you know, Greenwich Park. The line, it's called Greenwich. You know the Greenwich line?
Greenwich.
Greenwich,
Greenwich.
yeah.
Maybe they understand. I don't know.
Perdona.
No, maybe no. No, maybe they don't know. They don't.
In this line in London, it's the place when past the line. Greenwich is called Greenwich. They have a very big park, and in the weekends, the families and people are going there, and they have a picnic there, you know, with the friends, with the family, whatever. They play music, a lot of things.
It's very outdoor life.
Yeah,
It's strange because the weather
it's not good.
It's not good, and they
Always have. I remember once in London was snowing. You know, was so cold. I think it was in Christmas time. It's always foggy. It's always raining. Always cold. You know, and you never can see the sun. Sometimes once a month, maybe, or twice. That's it. But it's beautiful.
You go alone?
Yeah, I went alone.
you're very you're very courageous.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I didn't have
Choice.
choice. I didn't have choice, you know. If you want to learn the English, or you can go in a family, like doing like a pair, or you can go by yourself and find a job and find a room to stay. And I think the better when you're older, you know, it's much better to go in a room, to rent a room and find a job. And if you're young, the best experience is go like a pair. Yeah?
Yeah. Okay, the next one, the last one. Guillem?
Was there a lot of security?
Yeah, it was. Last time, I can't remember the name of the place I was living, but I was very lucky. I'm always lucky, I have to say it. I was so lucky that I had a friend that she was renting flats, you know? And I went to live with her and we rent a very, very nice flat in the best place in London. They were, in this place, were living the rich people, you know? And when I went outside to the underground, it was a security man that they was walking with me until my flat. It was so secure, was amazing. But it depends of the place, you know. If you live in a rich area with a rich people, you will have a lot of security. But if you don't live in this place and you live in a very poor area, you will on the street and you can see cameras on the trees, you know. It's a lot of security in London. If something, oh, I can't
Teach us a question.
That was
India.
India, yeah. I was doing here like a meditation course. You know what it is, meditation course?
Meditación.
Mm-hmm. Right. It was 11 days without speaking.